Hey, y'all know what the going on. It's your boy Trilla to Legit, and we are here live at Keeping It Real with Trill. Ring me along. Y'all know what the going on. We are on Trapboy Freddy today. Trapboy Freddy Part 2. But before we jump into that, I gotta let y'all know that this episode is brought to you by BEtr Picks. BEtr Picks is the best sports betting platform in the United States right now, giving you the best odds that you could ever get in your life. Trapboy Freddy, they don't know. They are squares. They're really not street individuals. They don't know, but I know. And I got a call from inside the county jail. I'm about to let y'all know what the is going on right now. Run it.
Hit me.
All right, people, y'all know what's going on. For y'all that don't know, my name is Trilla to Legit, and I have the #1 show in Houston, Texas right now. Trapboy Freddy, I did a episode on Trapboy Freddy about a week ago. Whatever they want to do, but I'm not saying you are a rat yet. I'm not clearing you or saying you are a rat. Let's get back to it. Some paperwork landed on me from a confidential source about Trapboy Freddy getting pulled over on a regular traffic stop 2 different times, and he was caught with $25,000 on the first go round, and then $9,000 was confiscated from inside of the establishment, the trap house, shall I say. There was an individual that was working in that trap house. Trapboy Freddy came over there in and out, and whatever happened, whatever transpired. They allowed Trapboy Freddy to leave the establishment. He got pulled over on a regular warrant stop a few blocks down. Now, for people that are interested in these things, we know that we know that I put out paperwork and I do certain things. I make calls. I'm a Fed baby, so therefore I don't believe in putting out fake paperwork or unconfirmed facts. But in certain situations and stipulations, calls for those times, because if a person does not say that, then further individuals can be prosecuted and indicted without somebody enlightening people. For y'all that don't know, I'm like that when it comes to the law work, the legal work. You can't win them all, but there's things that you can win if you get the jump and you beat the prosecution to the punch. Now, I would like for y'all to know today that this video is for educational purposes only. There is a state law and there is a federal law. There is 2 different situations and scenarios. Now, for y'all that are, most of you individuals get caught in state investigations. When you are in a state investigation, there are so many holes and there's so many loopholes and so many red cards you can pull out, and you can beat the state charge. A lot of y'all are used to the state. You can throw money around in the state. You can hire a big time lawyer and you can beat the state over and over and over again, even if they catch you red-handed, because there's such thing as called the American Constitution. You can beat most cases through illegal search and seizure, failure to Mirandize, which is your Miranda rights, the Brady law, motion of discovery, the prosecution can fail to notify you of things. There's many different things you can use in the state court of law to beat your case. But when it comes to the federal law, there's not too many things you can do. Those $1 million lawyers from the state hold no weight in the feds. No lawyer holds weight in the feds if you're not going to go to trial. And if you go to trial in the feds, they're going to bring so many different confidential informants and jailhouse snitches against you. This is why the feds have a 92 to 95% conviction rate, because most people are afraid to take them to trial. When you go into the feds, you first thing you do is meet these people that have already been in there 9 months to 2-3 years or whatever. and they tell stories about how this nigga or that nigga, or sometimes even their self, tried to play with those people and went to trial and got life or got 30s or got 25 to lives, right? But some of these people have to cop out because the feds mount up so much evidence and trump up so much bullshit that you can't beat. 9 times out of 10 in the feds, people are innocent, but there's so many confidential informants you can't get up under it. So let me get to what y'all are waiting for today on Trapboy Freddy. This paperwork that came out here is only a search and seizure affidavit. That means that the 25,000 got searched and seized. But let me show y'all something. Both of these individuals, Trapboy Freddy and the person that was in the trap, went in to the jail and was arrested. They were both asked if they wanted to cooperate or make a statement, and I believe both of them said no. Now, I want to let you people know that the feds will not expose their snitches or their rats until they fuck over them. So that does not mean that nobody, not even the person that got arrested, that doesn't mean that he didn't go make another statement. They don't, when they said that they declined, they did not say that they asked that they needed a lawyer present. After you say that you need a lawyer present, then they cannot come back and fuck with you ever again. But if you just say no, you don't want to speak, they can come back 40 different times and ask him if you have any information. Now, once a lawyer shows up, people have personal relationships with their lawyer. And people that have personal relationships with their lawyer can go and talk for them. So I'm not saying that Trapboy Freddy made any statement because there's no paperwork on that. There's no point in me saying that, and I will not throw that bone on Trapboy Freddy. Now, what I do believe about the situation is the police knew that Trapboy Freddy had a regular warrant, traffic ticket or whatever it was, some type of petty misdemeanor. Okay. 9 times out of 10, an individual that calls himself Trapboy Freddy and who has been getting money within the Dallas streets for over 10 years, over 15 years, the police know and the task force knows that you're not going in that establishment, that trap house, to bring narcotics out. Usually narcotics are brought in, right? These people have been on the surveillance. Any narcotics officer in the Dallas-Fort Worth area knows exactly who Trapboy Freddy is. You're on every bulletin board in the police department. Correct me if I'm wrong. So they allowed Trapboy Freddy to come to this establishment and do what you got out of the thing with a yellow plastic bag or a white one. It changed colors. They allowed you to go in there with whatever and come out with this cash. Lord knows why you, who's a boss, a self-proclaimed trap star, what are you doing going to go pick up money? Does anybody else in the city of Dallas find that weird? What is Trapboy Freddy the boss? Why you didn't send a bitch to go get that money? Why you didn't send another nigga, a worker, some innocent person that doesn't know anything? Why would you be going to a trap to pick up money when you've been selling drugs over 10 years? And what I just said was some police shit. I don't know whether you've been selling drugs. You're a rapper to me. You've been in the game for X amount of years, and you go to an establishment where there's narcotics being sold, and you pick up money. But the police let you get in there, and they let you leave and go down the street and around the block. Why did they do that? Why didn't they arrest you at the gate? They knew that that was a drug establishment. So let me explain to y'all what happened to a rapper named Gunna Meezy.
Name a nigga that can fuck with it. Since Lil Bubba I been trouble, nigga knew they come fuck with me. Nigga know I'm the coldest elementary. I been dogging, they know what this ain't no gimmick. I been cut with it.
Gunna Meezy was trapping in West Texas. They had that house under surveillance. He left the house. They hit him on a traffic stop on a regular warrant and brought him back to the establishment and charged him and whoever was in that drug house with possession and conspiracy to possess those drugs. Now, the feds have something called ghost dope. Let me explain to y'all what ghost dope is. Ghost dope is, let's say I was doing transactions with Mike Jones over here. Mike Jones has been buying bricks from me for the last 2 months. Mike Jones leaves my trap with an 8-ball of cocaine. And the police pull him over and say, do you have any information on who you bought these drugs from? And Mike Jones say, yes, I've been buying this powder from Triller to Legit. This 8-ball right here? Yes. Well, how long have you been buying that 8-ball from him? Well, I buy an 8-ball from him 1 time a day, and I've been dealing with him for the last 5 years. They're going to charge me with conspiracy to manufacture and deliver cocaine, and they're going to add that 8-ball up 2 times a week for 5 years. Add that up. They're going to charge me with over a brick, because that is over a brick, that is over 10 bricks for 5 years. So with that being said, that 3.5 turned into 2-3 bricks over 5 years. Now the feds are going to hit me with conspiracy of ghost dope. They're going to say I was responsible for the trafficking of narcotics for 5 years. So a simple 8-ball that I never got caught with turns into a 5-brick case. Now I'm facing 5 to life. This is true statement. Correct me if I'm wrong. All my Fed individuals, get in the chat and say, Triller, you are correct. People that have been to the feds, or your brother has been to the feds, say, Triller, you are correct. So these people don't think that I'm making up no motherfucking shit on these rap ass niggas. Now, Trapboy Freddy, when this individual got caught, you got caught the same way down the street with money. That means some type of way you were involved with this institution. The money got seized. You didn't even go fight for the money and say that you made that money off rap. Correct me if I'm wrong. So what does that mean? That means that you accepted responsibility. Now, when you get charged in the feds with a conspiracy case and they give you ghost dope, they hit you with something called a trap house enhancement. That means you get charged with running a trap house. Everybody knows fentanyl and a gun automatically goes fed. The person that was caught in that house with Trapboy Freddy automatically went fed. He was not in loose derrick for more than a couple of days. The feds picked him up. I want y'all also to know that when the task force kicks these doors in, it's not just Dallas-Fort Worth police anymore. It is the task force for the region, and the feds be involved with it. Every police department has a specialized police officer that works with the feds. His next step is to become an FBI agent, but he has so much seniority in the police department, he doesn't go anywhere. He is the liaison for the feds because it's checks and balances. The feds cannot jump out on you. I want y'all to know that. It has to be a uniformed officer. The ATF and the FBI can jump out on you after the charge becomes fed. But if it's a regular state investigation, the feds must ask permission to jump jurisdiction. Correct me if I'm wrong. Trapboy Freddy, this individual made a phone call from the county jail and said, God damn, I think Fred got me. No, he didn't say he said he knew. There was a brick of fentanyl. I mean, there was about a zip or a quarter brick of fentanyl in there, 70 something grams. There was a half a brick of powder, which is 5 to life. There was a gun, and there was other miscellaneous drugs such as drink. All that's going to get thrown out. The only thing the feds want is that fentanyl, that powder, and that pistol. The powder no longer means anything in the feds. That is a slap on the wrist. But if this individual that was caught inside of that trap house has multiple felonies or has one felony, he's going to get enhanced as a career criminal, and it turns into another punishment range. More on that on another episode. I'm going to start breaking down the feds and how they get y'all. I'm gonna start doing that for y'all. I'm also gonna start breaking down scamming and different crimes and all that shit. I'm gonna break all that shit down. Now the plot thickens when Trapboy Freddy gets involved because Trapboy Freddy is on federal supervised release for his gun charge that he received less than 3 years for, because I just came home off of a gun charge and I did 7. Now, a lot of people are like, oh, he got this time and got that time. He had to have been snitching. No, I'm going to tell the streets that Trapboy Freddy is not hot or a rat on his gun charge, because a first-time offender, I believe that Trapboy Freddy was. If you have no points, your gun charge starts, I believe, at a level 7, no more than a 14. A 14 goes anywhere from 6 months to like 27 months. So he could have got 6 months to 27 months. I believe he got 16 months. He did X amount of months in there. When you do 2 years, when you get 2 years in the feds, you do about 2 years on that. But anyway, you do about 18 months, shall I say? My fault. With halfway house time. But you are on supervised release, Trapboy Freddy. Can you explain to us how you are not in a federal holding cell going through a violation for violating by being around criminal activity or associating with known felons? I believe I have my federal paperwork here at the compound already, and it has the stipulations. They're called special conditions, and everybody has them. You're not allowed to talk to a felon. You're not allowed to be in harmful situations. Right now, if somebody shot me, I get violated because I was in an altercation. You cannot be around a trap house or somebody known for selling drugs. Right now, if I'm in a car driving with my homeboy and my homeboy got some drugs on him, the police pull us over, search him. He takes his case, he goes to jail, and I don't go to jail. I still get violated by my probation officer because I was around a harmful situation such as narcotics. Trapboy Freddy got pulled over with $25,000, also had to bond out on a new charge, and you had police contact. That is an automatic violation. Correct me if I'm wrong. Trapboy Freddy, I don't mean to do this because I like your music, but I have to let the streets know that something else is going on over there. And if you are not telling and giving and tipping, then you got a federal indictment coming. And you got about 90 days to get your affairs in order. The feds love to kick down your door. So if I was you, I would not drive around with a gun because you're already a felon. And I wouldn't keep anything at your house, because when they kick your door into your house, they're going to do what is called an inventory. When they do this inventory, they're going to go through everything. And if you have a large sum of money or jewelry that cannot be claimed through your rap deal, they're going to take it. They're going to seize it. They're going to say it was made off drug proceeds. They're going to take your car. Best believe they already have your phone tapped. If you got arrested with that phone, then you need to change that number. For y'all that have been knowing Trapboy Freddy and have done business with him, if he's still calling you on the phone that y'all have had saved for years on or whatever, or months, then that's a red flag. When he got arrested, he's supposed to throw that phone away. There's no such thing as a personal phone or a trap phone. They can hack all of it. They can hack your iPhone. They can hack your Galaxy. Even the Obama phones, they can hack any phone. I've seen a dude with a flip phone the other day. I think he believes that the feds can't track that, and they can. And did. Clock it. I'm just giving y'all game. For y'all that don't know, y'all better be on the lookout. The feds are in Dallas deeper than what they are in Houston. They're picking up anything in Dallas because y'all are completely gang infested. You also get enhancement for having a camera in your trap. But that's another story for another day. Trapboy Freddy Part 2. Tap in. Y'all know what the fuck going on. It's your boy Trilla 2 Legit West nigga.